So this here is the PlayStation Classic, and I love the idea of these mini consoles. I think they're fantastic, but one of these things is definitely not like these others. What is up, my friends? It's Ray back here, and welcome to one of the very few gaming videos that isn't Nintendo related. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new PlayStation Classic. Get so very hyped. So since the very introduction of these micro consoles, I've always found them to be fantastic yet brilliant ideas. They reflect on the past, they highlight the successes, they introduce new gamers to the classics, and most importantly, they represent many people's childhoods. A lot of people grew up with these consoles, so bringing them back here hits a whole lot of people in the feels. Then came along Sony's announcement of the PlayStation Classic, them taking a page out of Nintendo's book, and this easily became one of the most anticipated products of 2018. I mean, people love these mini consoles. So this here is supposed to be a miniature system that represents and introduces new players to the PlayStation 1. There's really not much to hate about that. Now, please note, I was born and grew up in the 90s, so I remember a whole lot about the PlayStation 1, and although most of my time was with the N64, I did play and enjoy a lot of games on the PlayStation 1, and that is what motivated me to make this video. The games that I feel that truly defined the PlayStation 1 and made it the classic that we all know and love, they're not here. Sure, there are some legitimate classics on this classic console here that are fun to revisit, like Final Fantasy VII, Rayman, Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil, and a few others, but at the same time, there's no Crash Bandicoot, no Spyro the Dragon, no Tomb Raider, no Tony Hawk, games that really put the PlayStation 1 on the map and made it a true classic. Am I disappointed with the selection of games on here? Yes, kind of. Could Sony have totally knocked it out of the park with this PlayStation Classic? They absolutely could have. In this case, though, it's not really about the selection of games that I'm disappointed in, it's the quality of how they're emulated. Most of the games look stretched, blocky, and sometimes downright awkward on a big modern TV. And with no options to change or adjust the resolution or the ratio or even add a CRT filter, there's nothing you can do about that. Another problem is that a lot of these games are presented in PAL format instead of NTSC like we're used to here in the United States. So this means they're actually going to run at a lower frame rate, which will cause them to run out of sync with the audio. I mean, like, what are they thinking? That is no bueno, especially for fighting and racing games, which make up the majority of the games pre-installed on here. It's kind of unfortunate. So if you're expecting an experience like the NES Classic or the SNES Classic with the PlayStation Classic, sadly, you're not going to get that here. When you boot up one of those consoles, you're greeted with a nice and vibrant menu system, all the options to adjust the resolution and the picture ratio that we talked about earlier, and a significantly better retro gaming experience. Nintendo totally knocked it out of the park with its retro line, and they really did set a new standard on how to reintroduce classic games to a modern audience. Unfortunately, I didn't get that same warm, fuzzy feeling playing on the PlayStation Classic, but I do know that a whole lot of people out there are going to enjoy this console for what it is. The hardware is beautiful, it's very well built, it comes with 2 controllers, and it really is a nice display or collector's piece. However, nostalgic hardware is only so much if the functionality isn't there. The PlayStation Classic could have been a fantastic way to pay homage to the unforgettable PlayStation 1. I love the idea of these micro consoles, I really do, and I really wanted this thing to be good, but unfortunately, I'm kind of left disappointed by its performance and the fact that this is how Sony is choosing to introduce the amazing PlayStation 1 to newer generations. I have mixed feelings on this PlayStation Classic. This could really have truly been great, but unfortunately, I'm kind of left disappointed. Alrighty guys, that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button because it always helps out the channel. Also, let me know in the comments box down below what you think of this PlayStation Classic. Do you plan on picking one up? Do you like it? Do you like the games on it? I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments box down below. Alrighty guys, so that's about it. This 90s kid is a little disappointed, but hey, sometimes things happen, right? So until the next video, I'll catch you guys later. Peace!